Critchley Ton hands Derbyshire the reins. Both sides had opened their accounts with draws and would be looking to build on what they'd learned in the opening round of the LV County Championship. Derbyshire for a more resolute opening to their innings, the Pears to convert their impressive performance with the bat into a win. But Derbyshire would get off to a poor start. Batting first, Lewis Rees fell for just 3, Leach the man with the wicket. But the hosts didn't let that derail them. Godalming and Deploy guided their total past 50 with less than an hour of play on the clock. Deploy had found his feet. This shot off Alzari Joseph took him to the verge of 50 runs, a figure reached not long after with a more sedate stroke for 1. The Pears couldn't find further breakthroughs, 3 figures on the board for Derby with not much to worry about. When it was time for lunch, the home side had impressed, the score 117 for 1. Billy Godalming picked up his first half-century of the season after lunch with a neat stroke off Leach, but the bowler would have the last laugh. The Derbyshire skipper was his next scalp, unable to build on his 50. The visitors had a good spell. No sooner had Godalming departed, Madsen followed, courtesy of Dylan Pennington. Deploy remained. He and Critchley brought an end to the Worcestershire success, first taking the score past 150 and then looking to 200. They'd passed that figure. This partnership was potentially key for Derbyshire. But they would be separated. Deploy, tantalisingly close to a ton, fell to D'Oliveira, nutmegged by the spinner to depart for 98. Matt Critchley and Harvey Hussain ploughed on, targeting 250 before tea, and they'd reached the interval just 1 run short, the score 249 for 4. The pair picked up where they left off after tea, their stand an important one for Derbyshire. Their 5th wicket partnership was soon worth 50 runs and looking solid. Critchley was a little fortunate. The ball found the gaps rather than fielders as he took the score towards 300 and his own score into the 90s. Hossain would have his turn in the spotlight first. Using all of his wrists to find the boundary off Pennington, he reached his half-century shortly after the value of their stand passed 100. Critchley then crunched Joe Leach for 4 to tick off another milestone. 100 runs for the Derbyshire man, reached off 137 balls. He would do little more though. Barnard struck to remove him for 109, and then Anuj Dal followed to the very next ball. Worcestershire with a confidence boost late in the session. They'd used that momentum. Joseph removed Hudson Prentice for 6. And then, to the next ball, Cohen followed. Derbyshire rather wobbling their way towards the close of play, reached with the score 360 for 8.